Lit. Roll up to the party. 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 Lit. Roll up to the party. 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 Roll up to the party.
Yo, y'all like the intro? Y'all like to do intro?
Roll up to the party. Roll up.
Hey,
Y'all like the intro?
listen, I think it's only appropriate that a white woman bring in the Black Kings podcast.
Look, man, I dig the
Give
intro.
a white woman to party.
I dig the intro, man. You know, I had to choose something where, you know, I won't get hit for the copyright. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't mad at you. Don't get flagged.
You know? But what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of the BKE podcast, man. I'm your host, CJ. I got the crew here. Step got jokes, my man Trends, and we got our special guest here, DMV community activist, Mr. Hood himself. Man, what's good, brother?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Staying out of trouble, working, trying to take care of these children I done made. Always a plus when you could do that. Cause
How many you have, man?
What you say?
How many you have?
A 3.
Okay, all
So
right.
1 boy and 2 girls.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So, man, Step, man, we didn't see you in a couple of weeks, man. What's going on, man? You been MIA, man?
Boy, I've been on the road, but I literally ain't been home on a weekend in about 4 weekends. So it's good to be back, man. Good to be in here chopping up with y'all. My man Trends.
Sure,
I know you
for
with
sure.
the bullshit tonight. I already know.
Hey, look, man, we got love. We got some shit to talk about tonight, all right? You know, so I hope y'all ready for this shit. You know, it's been a crazy, last month or so, right? We ain't have Step on the show in the last couple of weeks. Had a nice little birthday celebration. We had the verses last week, which is pretty dope on our first ever versus live platform. That was dope. We got some cheaters, you know what I'm saying, but we ain't gonna throw that out there, you know what I'm saying, But it was dope. It was dope, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had a blast. Shout out to No Excuses for winning the verses, the first ever verses. Shout out to DJ Favor. Shout out to Ed Holland, who was the MC and the DJ for playing the music. It was dope, man. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to check it out, you guys can check it out on the. You guys can definitely check it out on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I don't know where he went. I think he probably got a call or something.
We lost him. He'll be back.
Yeah, we lost him. Yeah, he'll be back though. He'll be back.
I say he a road ranger anyway, so the thing he start taking off is gonna get choppy. There you go.
Right. So his device is not connected. Yeah, he probably got exit out and come back in.
Hey, he probably parked as close to a McDonald's as he could, trying to siphon the Wi-Fi.
He drove out the drive-thru and they cut the Wi-Fi on, man. It's crazy. Hey, yo, man. So tonight we're gonna be tonight for the topic of the night. We're gonna talk about working together and holding your circle accountable. The title itself says it all. You know what I'm saying? The title itself says it all. And then we got some subtopics. We got some subtopics tonight, and we actually gonna get it cracking. So first thing first, we're gonna talk about is my mixtape legends released their Mount Rushmore of Atlanta mixtape legends, and I don't know. It seems a little disrespectful. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying.
What's the list? You got
So the list was Young Jeezy, Rich Homie Quan, Lil Baby, and Future on the Mount Rushmore for Atlanta mixtape legends. And I was like, it's a little disrespectful, man. That was a little disrespectful. So there was a lot of Atlanta music fans who was very, very upset at that mixtape. I was like, damn, you put Rich Homie Quan up there. I would have thought at least Young Thug would have made it up there before Rich Homie Quan. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. How you guys feel about this that list there? I mean, you got Jeezy up there.
how did Lil
Um,
Baby get up there so quick?
I mean, honestly, I can respect Lil Baby being put up there, even being considered, right? But it was still like a slap in your face a little bit. I was
I
like,
mean, Mount Rushmore, like he's good, but he ain't really put that much work in. I mean, I don't know, man.
Okay,
We
I
need
want
some.
before I start saying who shouldn't be on here. I just want to get a sense of who y'all think should be on here because Atlanta has a lot of dope artists coming out of there. It was like a hotbed for rap music for quite a while. It still is. So who y'all think should be on there?
I mean, to be honest, I would put Outkast, Ti, and Luda first. First thing and even Jermaine Dupri. You know,
Mhm.
you can't not forget Jermaine Dupri. You
But
can't forget Jermaine Dupri.
it sounds like, and I guess with the exception of Jeezy, it's the modern Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? Like what these kids is considering. You know what I mean? Like the top of the
Check,
top.
check it out. Let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. Check this shit out. See this? This is the this is the Mount Rushmore. This is the Mount Rushmore. You know, no
Future,
disrespect,
Future should come under Goofy too.
no
No,
disrespect to
like
Jeezy.
so
No
Future should come
disrespect to
under
Yeah.
Goofy.
Jeezy. But come on, Gucci put you on, man.
Gucci got to be up there, man. He got to be up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he used to.
Gucci put him on. Like we wasn't really feeling Gucci. I mean, Future in the city at first. Like Gucci had everything on lock. That was like one of the
Hey,
first artists I seen since the era of 6 come out and make
hey,
everything change, like the way our musical opinion changed. And everybody who became somebody came from him. People don't know legally Young Thug was signed to him, but he not that petty of a person that he let him go and venture off and do his own thing. But he the one who brought him out the gutter and brought him to the world. He did that for a lot of them.
Walker.
hey,
Did you
Mr.
know
Hood,
Gucci for
I
that?
need you to watch your mouth. It's a baby in the room. Okay, Trent has got a whole baby in the background. Shout out to Ja Denise. Hey, CJ, Majesty here. Hey, what's up, Ronald?
Yeah, Future could
Future
come
can
down.
come.
Oh,
She
yeah,
think
my
Future
baby.
can come down off the list. Okay.
All right, All right, so let's be honest. Just out of respect, who stays up and who goes? I think all of them goes. If you ask me, I'm just being honest. Take all the motherfuckers down.
Hey,
Cause
Trent.
I'm okay with Jeezy being there, but
okay,
even that's a
I would
little.
I would give it to
You know what I
Jeezy.
mean?
I give it to Jeezy out of the respect and his tenure in the game. But I guess I give you that. But again, all the motherfuckers can come down. No disrespect to Lil Baby. I'm a huge Lil Baby fan. But
Rich
no,
Homie Quan gotta go immediately. I don't know where that.
yeah. I was like, I don't
I
know
don't know.
where the hell that threw me for a loop. I'm like, I don't even know the last time I heard a track from this nigga, yo. Like, I don't know when the last time I heard a track from this nigga. We lost Mr. Hood again.
All right, so I'm gonna speak my piece on this one, right? I think you guys are missing the point. My Mixtapes is a app that you can download mixtapes, not albums, mixtapes, right? You gotta understand who went through my mixtapes. Rich Homie Quan, when he first did that album, when he did his first mixtape, I go in on every song. I never stopped going in. I promise I'll never stop going in. When he did those 3 things and he made $2 million off of selling mixtapes, yeah, independent. That's why he's up there. It's not about who's the best rapper in Atlanta. It's about mixtapes. And you talk about the mixtape game, I'm right here. My ear was on the street. Rich Homie Quan was pumping through the pavement. And I'm gonna tell you, you talk about Jeezy had the mixtape game going crazy. When we was in school, I remember I was in my 9th grade year.
I would leave Jeezy up there because I know that he's been there. I'm not even talking about his album. Now his albums got him propelled as album wise. Jeezy's above everybody on this list. Career wise, he's above everybody on this list. He don't belong on this list, including Lil Baby, who has a bright future ahead of him. But we talking about they mixtapes. Future started off with the mixtape game. You got to remember the early 2000s mixtape game was crazy. Guys like T.I., Outkast, Luda. Luda has no content. Outkast has no content. They have no content on my mixtapes. None. They have albums. Right? So they had no content on my mixtape. That's what influenced this list. And this is the biggest guys who came through this list. And like I said, you kind of had to be around to understand that who the fuck go harder than me? Ray Bans make it harder to see. That Rich Homie Quan was slapping way before we heard Some Type of Way, right? Before we heard Some Type of Way, we was my city. He had a show in my city before My Type of Way took off.
Okay, so when you talk about so they said Atlanta mixtape legends. Are you talking about specifically from Atlanta? Because if you want to throw it out there,
yes.
Gucci Mane goes first.
And Gucci Mane should have been on the list.
And they got no bumping mixtapes.
Hold on. Now, Gucci Mane probably should have been on the list, but that probably was they probably thought that was too easy.
I mean, can't say it's too easy, but you got
no, because you got Jeezy on there. So yeah, I get you. I get it. I mean, because Jeezy on there.
You got to put Lil Wayne up there. You got to put Lil Wayne up there.
It's two things too, right?
I still bump all the Carters to this day.
But Wayne is not from Atlanta.
I mean,
yeah, still. Yeah.
Ain't no but still.
Is Jeezy from Atlanta?
Huh?
Is Jeezy from Atlanta or he lives in Atlanta?
Jeezy from Atlanta.
Jeezy?
Is he from Atlanta?
Born in Atlanta? No.
Okay. Okay. No.
Wait, hold on. Gucci wasn't born in Atlanta either. Luda wasn't born in Atlanta either.
Oh my God.
If that's Gucci criteria, Kanye should be on the list because Kanye was born in Atlanta. That's the bad criteria whether or not you were born there.
That's crazy, man.
I guess.
So where was Gucci from?
I guess.
Gucci from he from right outside the city. But he's not from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. She don't put me on the camera.
Created that. She says a 2000 baby must have created that.
Right. I mean, I get what y'all saying. I don't know. But before we move on, I want to.
I think everybody should go except T.I. Oh, okay. And again,
I think T.I. should be up there.
I mean, except Jeezy. I'm sorry, she said Jeezy. Oh, my bad.
But Mr. Hood, man, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, brother?
Oh, this is a good point, though.
Yeah, that is true. None of them. Yeah, there's a lot of people who go to ATL to get it popping, but none of them are from ATL.
And for context, a lot of those guys are still from that metropolitan area. Like they'll live in Stone Mountain, they'll live in Bankhead, Buckhead, all those little regions. But they still call that Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. So
salute to John.
Can you hear his Hood?
Well, you on mute, bro.
Yeah, you on mute. Oh, it guess he
probably think he had to restart his phone, but he just on mute. He just had to hit the mute button.
No, yeah. So there you go.
Salute y'all ladies in the building.
Can you hear us now?
Now in a minute. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right,
Could you?
but
All right.
Yeah, use your girl hotspot.
This ain't even an iPhone. I'm not one of them.
No, you should never said that. Yo, they about to clown you now, man.
This is
Oh
not an iPhone. I'm
man.
not one of them.
No, we know.
No, this is S2 song. This is the same song. I don't.
Josh
That
said use
Android.
the Josh said use the McDonald Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
I'm just
It's
go get you a double
yo.
cheeseburger
iPhone.
and get you some.
I'm about to put it on. I'm about to get on the Wi-Fi right now. Load up the button.
Load up the Wi-Fi. BBM Scotty. Hey yo. All right, man. But tell us about yourself, man. What you got going on in the hood, man?
First of all, my name is D-Wid Hood. That's my actual real name. That's my last name for real. And I wouldn't say I'm so much of a community activist. I'm just a person that stand out in the community where everybody make their own decisions. So the thing that I find difficult about living in the urban city or DC in general, especially Anacostia, is the fact that a lot of the males don't push themselves. I can't really direct that at the women. A lot of the women that we around, they're very successful. They go to school, they take care of their children, they do a lot of the things that is sort of taboo men to do. I had custody of my son since he was 1. He turned 9 tomorrow. I take care of my daughter actively. I'm in their lives. And I recently, 2 years ago, they still say recently in white people language, I got my master's degree. So I got my MBA. And I didn't know I could announce it as my title. So my name is DeWitt Bryant Hood, MBA. So I could announce that, like people announce the doctoral degree.
Congratulations, King.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
So
Yeah, man. Salute, brother. You sound like a
I'm
stand-up
really
gentleman.
people from us and let us know that we could do them type of things, because I don't know if it sort of do seem taboo. Like if you listen to how people talk about themselves, and you say something like, when we growing up, it was cool for everybody to be like, I want to be a gangster. And people used to go out there and really try to be a gangster from what something that we said. But it was like, you never really heard people say, I want to be the smartest nigga out of the group. Like, what? So it's like, if you put those thoughts in your head, what you could do might actually become true. Or you might end up somewhere you don't understand why you're there. But you're in a company of people who are in that realm. So now I'm like in a virtual world where I'm the bad fighting the good, because I live amongst the bad and I'm trying to bring the good to them, but I work amongst the good who look down on the bad. So when a person encountered me in these government buildings wearing a suit downtown, like I have access to the White House grounds, the Treasury grounds, and the Treasury is considered the White House. I can walk around and you can't even come past the gate as like an ordinary citizen. But with the job I got, I can go in there. So when you see me get off the train at Anacostia, but get on the train in McPherson Square and walk to the White House grounds, it should motivate you to think outside the box. Like, damn, he lived right by me. That's a living example of what I could be or what I could do. Like, not even saying you should be like me, but to surpass me, because that's what it's really there to motivate people to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's generally me in the box. I'm born and raised in Anacostia. I was born at DC General, 1987. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen people be born at DC General and they go to 1901 D Street, and they proud of it. They born and they made their path. They was born there and they came back there in some sort of way. So when you realize that's the reality of a lot of us, and you strayed away from that. Not saying you fully living out of a stray bullet, because you're still in the environment where you can catch a stray bullet, but this is like to try. And that's what I think I want to bring to the street environment, the will to try. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a fighting chance. Don't sell yourself short because of the circumstances we was raised in. Like, I never knew about Tony Lewis' story, but it was very motivational because both of my parents suffered from schizophrenia. I never knew his father got locked up for all that time selling drugs for rapists, but his mother was a schizophrenic. And like he said, he sort of felt like a person who mother was on crack, because he said the only thing different between my house and their household was my mother had a mental illness, but she cooked dinner for me every day. But it was times I was embarrassed of my mother. I could relate to that. I understood that. I was actually conceived at St. Elizabeth Hospital. Like both of my parents had sex while they supposed to have been on the mental ward. It made me. So then I come out to a crazy world that ain't accepting of those type of people, and they sort of try to write them off. But they raised the jewel, they raised the diamond, and like Tupac be saying, a rose that grew from the concrete. They raised like a 1%er in an environment of get with us. Like I know so many people with the same personality. It's like you watching a movie. You can sort of tell what's gonna happen to people in your environment because like they all the same. Like you don't hear them talking nothing different. Everybody got the same story or they doing the same thing. You're like, damn, I got a joke right now because I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all show. But I always tell people this joke. When I heard of the Freemasons, what make them powerful was the fact that each person in the organization became something. You might got a doctor, you might got a lawyer, you might got a police officer, you might got a judge, and they work off each other to build a foundation. It's not that they let each other get away with shit. It's just the fact that they all in a group with one another. So I always encourage my buddies to do something different from me. And that always made me feel like you was my friend and I'm not competing with you because you're not doing what I'm doing. But when I started looking at them, they was like, yeah, we all about to get a pound of weed. I'm like, damn, like ain't nobody gonna sell no crack, ain't nobody gonna sell no water. Like all y'all gonna try to sell weed against each other. Like it don't make sense. So I was like, I never have a problem with nobody because I don't do what they do. So if you ever encounter somebody that hate me, they genuinely a hater. Because I don't involve myself in nothing they do. My money comes from somewhere else. I tend to pick my females from somewhere else. I don't even date the women in my neighborhood. I don't even like the women in my neighborhood. It's never personal. It's just y'all that slept with all these dudes. What I look like sleeping with you for? I want some Connecticut pussy or
Hey. So basically, what I heard you say earlier, you have connections with people as far as the White House, but you down with people in the hood. Are you the spook that sat by the door?
Yeah, I seen that movie. That was one of the best movies I ever saw, and I want them to remake. Cause yeah, you vicious there. Cause see, when you get to go to school, they make you read them books, so your detailed understanding of it is a lot different. But for him to explain the urban terrain like that, like every telephone pole represents a certain amount of yards, and that's how you could teach somebody how to snipe. That's scary. But a young dude would never realize that. You know what I'm saying? They never realized that. But yeah, that's really me, because I really see how they look at us, and it do make you like grit your teeth, like damn, like we got a lot of potential. I came from that. So when I read the Washington Post and I read about the victim and I might know the suspect, I look at that shit different. Like I don't view it as like, oh, that's a lost cause. I really view it like society's failed them because they don't know, they didn't give themselves a chance to be something. But I'm pretty like every killer ain't dumb, and every victim ain't really like a threat. If that makes sense.
I don't want to cut off your wisdom, but I gotta address this. Somebody just came for me in the comments. Sweet Jesus is the perfect evolution of beards. I guess me being the weakest one.
Yo,
like they came for me.
I just shaved my beard earlier. My girl got mad, so I'm leaving hair in the sink. I'm like, look,
look, this is a struggle, man. This is a struggle.
I gotta look presentable.
Hey, salute the Polar Knights for that comment. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the perfect evolution of bears, yo. Hey man, look, man, you know what it is, man. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
But yeah, that threw me off for a second. That threw me off for a second, yo. Oh man, it's just a beard off this shit. Hey, look, y'all gonna be coming for the Bears though, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Y'all can't be coming for the Bears though, man. Y'all
I
must be
just,
some
I just, I just
hairless
brushed my
wonders
beard
out
with
there,
a wig brush, and I got
right?
cussed out.
There might be some hairless wonders out there talking trash, man.
Oh yeah,
Some hairless wonders.
and a lot of people showing you love in the comments. John Denise said he's speaking facts. Yes. My man John Logic said congratulations. You know,
Yeah.
and that's when you're masters.
I love hearing, people my black community when I hear that masters, you know what I'm saying? That's a hell of an accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? You work for that shit,
Yeah,
So
And salute to Kentrell Williams.
yeah, salute, man. So we're gonna keep this the show moving and cracking. Next topic is, this is the first time, y'all. Well, y'all said it happened 2 years ago, but LeBron is again out of the playoffs very early, first round type shit. Oh shit, my bad.
Where you going?
they got that.
So LeBron is out of the playoffs early, and it's sort of weird watching the playoffs without LeBron advancing throughout the playoffs. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit weird to me. I don't know if it's weird to anybody else, but it's a little bit weird to me. I guess because um, I've watched LeBron be in like almost every playoff since he's been in the NBA,
Mm-hmm.
and now seeing him his second time in his career not advancing in the playoffs after the first round, I was like, damn,
I'm about to say, well, this is the first time he's had a first round exit
yeah,
out of his I believe 15, 16 appearances.
mm-hmm.
So it's I mean, we know what happened, right? Injuries plagued the whole season. That's the reason you're the number 7 seed playing the number 2 seed, which is a really good team. Number 2 seed, the Suns, they're a really good team. And then you think you're healthy, being ready to play them, and we see them go up on them 2-1. And then Anthony Davis goes down. And then that team is a good team. You need Anthony Davis to beat the Suns. You can't. That's not LeBron finna carry us against kind of team. No, that's a damn good team. And fuck the label, it's Devin Booker show. Devin Booker is nice. Like he's a problem, bro. No one's here. No one's here trying to belittle the Suns' achievement. No, the Suns are for real. And I think Devin Booker's that guy. And the Lakers had a chance at beating them. It ain't gonna be with AD in street clothes. It wasn't gonna happen.
I think what happened is that the Suns right now, throughout the all season and in the season, they have acquired the right amount of talent on their team to get the job done. And you see that shit now. Like when I said in the beginning, oh shit, the Suns, just might go to the playoffs this season. People was like, man, shut your ass up. Ain't nobody trying to hit that shit. And I'm like, no, y'all got to look at the guys that they got on their team. You know what I'm saying? But Devin Booker is special, man. Devin Booker is truly special. I think they just might hit the finals. You know what I'm saying? They might win the finals this year. I don't know yet. We'll see how this playoff goes. It's just still weird not seeing LeBron in the second round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn,
Yeah, they got a calling out for him though. He said when he retired, or it was some type of tweet. He said like, when I retired, and maybe people will appreciate me. But he had a hard career because he came out of high school. They changed the rule after that because he had $100 million shoe contract. People don't even go back to that. So the hate for LeBron has been like embedded in people that they just like ultimately never could be his fans. And then when he changed the game by switching teams, in our generation we never saw that. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of the hate came from too. And KD was sort of reluctant to do it, but then he had to get on board with it. Like, you want to win these rings, this the way you got to win them now. By composing these super teams or putting three, 4 players that's basically could sell 1 million jerseys on their own on one team.
Well, you gotta look at it this way, and I'm gonna address, Showtime's comment. I mean, it's not about LeBron, right? But when you have a player that has been so influential on not only the game that we watch today, but these young stars that we see today, just him being so influential on the whole game in this era, it sort of is about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, but just at one point it was about Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was influential to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Jordan. And before Jordan was his predecessor, and so far and so on. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I'm gonna say this. Okay, he said, I like his comment. I can understand, because if I'm not a LeBron fan and LeBron's not in the playoffs, y'all still talking about LeBron, bruh, shut the fuck up. I don't care about LeBron. I get it. Win or lose, championship or not, everybody still talks about LeBron. Fuck LeBron. I get it, right? But here's the reason why, sir. Because he's that good, right? We like why are we playing this game like you don't know why we talk about him? He is that he really is that good, right? So either you love to root against him and you love to see his failures, or you want to talk about his shortcomings, or you're a fan and want to talk about how great he is. The man is polarizing, good or bad. I mean, he demands that much press. Like again, pioneered the players having the freedom of their careers. We seen super teams. Like, super teams aren't new, right? We can literally start from the first ever dynasty, the Boston Celtics, where they won 11 championship in 13 years or something crazy like that. Bro, everybody on the team is a Hall of Famer. Everybody on that team is a Hall of Famer. That's a super team, right? Then you could talk about the Boston Celtics in the 80s. I mean, the 80s, right? Talk about them. It's literally 4 Hall of Famers on the team. That is what it is. Magic and the Showtime Lakers. It's at least 3 Hall of Famers on that team. Talk about Michael Jordan team. It was him and Scottie Pippen. Their first run, I think they probably only had 2 Hall of Famers, but that second run they definitely had 3. Right?
I mean, here's the thing, right? I used to be one of the biggest LeBron haters. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Every time everybody talk about LeBron, I was like, man, nobody want to hear about LeBron, man. Let's talk about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron has gained my respect, because regardless of what you can say about this guy, right? This guy just goes out and wins. And it doesn't matter what city he's in, what jersey he's wearing. He's just influential on the court wherever he goes. And I gotta respect the man for that. He's the king. Yeah. I can't hate on the guy no more. He's a phenomenal player. I just don't think we're gonna see another player like LeBron himself. We're never going to see another player like Kobe himself. We're never going to see a player like Jordan himself. So, I mean,
if we're being honest, we talk about that first team he went to in Miami, and the fact that they won a championship, they won 2 championships, is kind of really speaks to just how good him and Dwayne Wade were, because they don't fit well. Neither one of those guys can shoot. They got to have the ball in their hand to really create. They don't play off the ball very well. Dwayne Wade post up more than LeBron at the time. It really wasn't a good fit, but yet they were so talented. They still got 2 rings.
He said, before we move on from the sports topic, right? He said, let's talk about Kevin Durant. Actually, let's talk about Kevin Durant.
Okay. Let's talk about, man.
Let's talk about Kevin Durant. Here's the thing. This is why I talk about Kevin Durant. Here's why. You want to compare Kevin Durant to LeBron. All right. Kevin Durant went to Golden State and still wasn't I mean, he was the effective player, but he wasn't the effective player still in Golden State. Still wasn't.
It's still Steph's team. I get you.
It's still Steph's team. LeBron can go anywhere, and I guarantee you, it's going to be LeBron's team. That's the difference. That's the difference. LeBron can go to the Nets while KD and Kyrie Irving and all of them still there, and I guarantee you, it's going to be LeBron's team. Regardless how you look at it, that's just how influential and good LeBron is, And as bad as I would like to throw his throw him under the bus. I mean, he's just that damn good. I mean, and that's just what it is.
Hey, listen, I'm one of them people where I was one of those people where I didn't like LeBron at first. Right, first 7 years of his career, I didn't like him. Because one because he was winning a lot. Two, he was getting a lot of praise. People were they were comparing him to Jordan and the greats too quickly, right? And I think that worked against him. Then I did this crazy thing where I actually watched the nigga play, and then I'm like, this nigga nice. This nigga nice. I ain't even like him, but I'm like, yo, this nigga good. And then he brought his ass to Florida, and baby, come on, man, you in my home area, man.
You don't understand how bad it was the moment he moved to Miami for Washington fans.
What?
You don't understand how bad it was.
We
had to see LeBron at least 3 or 4 times. He came into the division, so we had to see LeBron 4 times. The tickets skyrocketed because LeBron was in the Verizon Center. But it was crazy.
But in fairness, y'all never did beat LeBron before he went there.
No. Well, the Wizards never beat. I'm a Boston fan, but yeah.
My thing about LeBron is I had the unique experience of watching him in high school in like 10th grade. ESPN2 put him on TV, and I was like, my cousin was like, "Yeah, you about to watch LeBron?" I'm like, I don't even watch basketball like that. He said, man, turn it on, man. This dude like 17, bruh. They putting this game on national TV. I'm like, what? I watched this dude steal the ball, throw the ball between his legs, and dunk it. I say, yeah, he better than Jordan. And this was when we was kids. And I'm like, this is a little boy though, bruh. I'm like, nah. He demands that respect and that power. And he showed people how unique he is. Because it's like when you could do something effortless, and that's his gift. So I think that's what people hate him for, because he naturally acquired those things through. He's not a good speaker. He groomed himself. He's learning how to speak now, but in the beginning he wasn't really political and none of that. Now he know the power that he possesses, and he told it the right way. He's like a model citizen. And like only thing now for them to do is to try to get him on some type of cheating scandal or something, because they know we got LeBron haters. So,
but you know what? I don't think that's going to happen though, because
it ain't.
He's such a like honestly off the court. I hate to say it, he's just a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a stand-up. He's a hell of a family man, regardless of the shit that went on during the pandemic with Lil Bronny or whatever shit like that. He a teenager. Teenager do shit.
Did you see?
One thing we have now is the ESPNs, or the 24 talk radio, the debate channels. We didn't have that stuff with Mike, right?
No.
If we had that with Mike, what you think we've been talking about even when Mike lost?
We said
we gonna be talking about Mike. That's it. Are you coming back? Matter of fact, that's exactly what they were talking about. I remember Bill Clinton saying, I've restored thousands of jobs, but I could restore thousands and one if Michael Jordan came back to the NBA. I remember that.
Here we go. He says, what about James Harden, Kevin Durant, and etc.? They got good game and nobody talks about them like LeBron. Again, because they're not LeBron. They're not LeBron. They don't have more than 6 championships. They don't have the X amount of all-star rings.
MVP.
They not.
LeBron is the it factor, bro.
They not LeBron.
Factor. You like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, like I'm about to tell you, this is his chance to prove it. And they brought in James Harden, but like you said, when he was in Golden State, he wasn't the key. It wasn't his team. But when he went down, when he tried to play like Anthony Davis did, like playing hurt, and he hurt himself even more, that showed people that they couldn't win. Because the second he went down, you see it in LeBron eyes like,
hey, well, listen. This is why I say, listen. You said this last comment. You say he's better than LeBron. Okay.
This is where we're gonna end the comment.
When we see this is the last one. We've seen Kevin Durant lead his team to the finals, right? Don't tell me he was young and because that's no excuse for nobody. We never use excuses like that, especially when you knock off the San Antonio Spurs, right? You had James Harden, you had Russell Westbrook, who was already Russell Westbrook, and then you had KD, who was already KD. And you got to the finals, KD showed up, played well. Russell Westbrook showed up, played well. James Harden was a ghost. He was a ghost. Absolutely invisible. I remember looking at the stat sheet. Russell Westbrook went crazy, 42 points. Kevin Durant had 32. The next highest score was James Harden and Nick Collison with 8 points. Sir, I don't ever want to hear about James Harden up in this conversation.
I'm gonna end it with this.
You got to do something. You got to do it when it counts, brother.
I'm gonna end it with this. James Harden. I think that James Harden's best career stretch will be Houston. I don't think he would never be as better than he was in Houston. Never.
You'll never have 35 shots again. You'll never have 35 shots a game ever again.
He would never be better than the James Harden he was in Houston.
That's what I'm saying. He'll never get another opportunity where he get to go out there and shoot literally 35 shots in the game.
Yeah,
regularly. He did. You understand how many times he did that, and we didn't blink an eye.
Yeah, like we're not saying James Harden ain't good. He's the best guard right now in the game. I give you that. But
and the shooting guard is kind of weak right now.
That too.
The shooting guard position is weak. The point guard is so heavy, and the small forward is heavy. But shooting guard, center, weak.
Yeah, but we're gonna put that topic on the table for now. With that one, it was crazy. But we're gonna move on with the next topic. The Gary Owens divorce. Just got a little bit more interesting step. What's going on? What's going on with the Owens marriage right now, man?
I seen the video of Gary Owens' wife saying, "Hey, he playing hardball. He ain't paid no bills at the house. He ain't paid the mortgage in over 7 months. Stuff like that, so forth and so on. He ain't been taking care of the business at the house during this separation, and some people feel like he shouldn't have, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when they get to a courtroom, a judge ain't gonna see it that way. She's accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and you've been paying for this said lifestyle for the longest.
Yeah, the funny thing is, the crazy thing about divorcing the comedian, right, is sometimes these motherfuckers still don't take shit serious, right? So Gary Owens was in a recent interview, and Gary Owens said he has always been for the streets. I was like, he said he belongs to the streets. And I was like,
Listen, I like Gary Owens a little bit, but I'm going to tell you this. That's what she get for dating a white man. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of black comedians.
Right, you was racist.
Now come on back to the motherland where you belong, girl.
You didn't got this man invited to the cookout or some bullshit, man.
Oh man.
Hey, my take on interracial relationships is sort of like the phenomenon we got now with the our kids growing up being able to tell us their gender and all that. So yeah, it's just like we growing up in that world with like they coming up in that world because we know right and wrong. And when we speak out against it, you label as anti. But you don't hear these people making too many claims about anti-black and this and that. But marriage is a serious thing. I'm engaged right now, and I'm engaged to a millennial.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It might not be
Congratulations,
congratulations
brother.
because every day I feel like I'm about to have to beat her up or something. She crazy. And ruin my life.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Marriage seems to be overrated. And for people to put themselves in that bind and not really understand what it entails is different. And I'm the type of person that'll sign a prenuptial agreement and still take care of you. But nobody gonna tell me. That's how I got custody of my son, because I went to court and the judge told me that I had to pay for her to have a cell phone. I said, the baby is 6 months.
Oh, no.
Baby don't got nothing to do with a cell phone. Why I gotta pay for this girl to have a cell phone? The judge said, well, the baby's with her. You need to be able to reach her. I said,
Hey, but here's the thing. We just talked about this last night. Child support is case court, right? So it's not legal court. So it's pretty much off what the judge says.
Yeah, it's a civil matter. That's what they
He
explain.
can pretty much freestyle it however the hell he sees fit.
She looked out for me because I laid down my reality of it. Say, well, Mr. Hood, you work in the federal government. You need to give her X amount of dollars a month. I said, well, ma'am, if you're that concerned about how many dollars is being spent and who's gaining what, why don't you get her a job? That lady looked at me. She looked at me and said, who do you think you are? I said, I'm nobody. I'm the Red Hood, but at the same time, you telling me what I need to do, and I'm telling you for the overall well-being of the child, the system need to do more to make these situations more effective for everybody. How you gonna judge me?
Hood, I'm sitting here. I'm in the courtroom. Judge increasing my child support, and while she's telling him that she's unemployed, I'm like, you're not gonna make her get a job. Like, that's what, like, if you know what I'm saying, you bring me to child support court, I tell you I'm unemployed, you gonna tell me you get a job, right?
They crazy.
So
don't that make sense? That makes sense to you.
No.
It makes sense to me.
So jumping back to the woman, if you was married, right? So if I was married to a woman, I don't see no problem with.
This nigga keep checking his shoulder. Boy, she must have the car.
Yeah, she right here. I don't mind.
Keep talking that shit, boy.
I don't mind providing for her.
yeah,
Even
you
if
look
we
back.
get divorced. You know what I'm saying? If we get divorced, okay, I will provide for her. Or anything that we got together, I don't mind leaving it to her and still contributing to the house that we brought together and then finding my own place. But at the same time, like, it's like a woman empowerment thing. Like, they went through so much through society's understanding that they give them that right. You know what I'm saying? They get a lot of rights that we don't get. They get a lot of perks and customs out of the situation that we don't get. And it makes it one-sided for a man. And it goes to, like, they make it so hard for a man. Like, a man can't, you're not, like, I'm going to take it like this. I can't train my son to be homophobic, even though I know it's my son God-given right to go out here and get coochie. I got to tell him, you got to accept a little boy that think he like little boys. You can't be mad at him for liking you. What? Like, these people are crazy. So if she think that he supposed to take care of her, even though he's the provider in the situation, she dead wrong, because we breathe the same air, we eat the same food. You should go out here and do anything else to provide for yourself and maintain the lifestyle that you want. It shouldn't be dependent on nobody. If they want to help you, then that's another thing. But you're not going to make me do nothing. Because, like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Even though the court say that they can, I really disagree with that. Totally, because I think that's unfair. Because so let me tell you the twist of the story. So I had my son since he was 6 months. I got him when he was a year legally on paper, but I had him since he was 6 months. He turned 9 tomorrow. You know how much child support I've received in these 9 years? Nothing. You know how much I asked for? Nothing. When she want to see him, she don't even see him every week. If she want to see him, she can see him whenever she want. But the point being, he's here, so just deal with it. I'm not gonna be an absentee father. And some of these dudes, I don't know if they can't provide for these children or they just don't want to. It's the difference. And like I'm trying to explain to my fiance the difference between wants and needs. She want a new car, but she need to buy drawers and socks. Like the Christmas gifts we used to get on Christmas when we was growing up. Your wants and your needs is two different things. And that's what I think a lot of these women get messed up in their head, and they go after men a lot about that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the difference between their wants and their needs. They say, oh, we got to sustain a lifestyle, but most of the things in their lifestyle is what they want. It's not what they need.
So one time I heard that, you know what I'm saying, like, let's say if you're a rich guy, or like you're a basketball player or whatever, you divorce your wife. Some women think that you should be able to pay for her lifestyle after the divorce. I'm like, no.
See, to me, alimony is ridiculous, right?
No, I mean,
'Cause it's
listen.
like,
if you was a lawyer and you're a doctor, when I met you, you should be able to maintain the lifestyle that you live. Just because you married me and you had the diamond ring and the diamond necklaces and the shoes and the watches and the clothes, the atmosphere. When you divorce me,
like, men be literally paying alimony on someone who worked just as many hours as they do. It's crazy. It's like, man, you working a 40-hour job just like me. We've been living together, and I still got, bro. It's funny.
Shouldn't me.
Alimony is adult child support. Period.
No, literally, that's exactly what it is.
That's literally what it is.
Oh, it is, man. It's all it is. That's all it is, man.
Boy, hey, if I don't get married before I get rich, I ain't getting married, bro. I'm gonna tell you that now. If I take off, if one of these little TikTok videos go viral and my career just go off, bro, don't listen.
What's rich?
Me?
Yeah, what's rich though?
Bro, I just need like $500,000 a year, and that's it. That's the cutoff. I get $500,000 a year, and you ain't finna hop on board. We can date.
The crazy thing is, I'm telling people TikTok is just so easy, right? And I didn't realize how easy it was.
No, TikTok is easy.
Like, I posted a video last week. One of those funny just for you.
You on TikTok?
Things. Yeah.
I gotta follow you.
I don't use it that much. I'm like one of those old guys. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? This is cool. Maybe I should do this. It's fun. It's TikTok. Let me post a video. And I post a video, and then I put like the hashtags just for you, hashtag TikTok, hashtag dancer, hashtag whatever the fuck it is. And then it's like after a while, it's like, boom. 600 people seen it. It's like, yo, what the? I don't even have 600 followers.
Are you serious?
It's them keywords, bro.
My
Keywords
hashtags.
is
My
hashtags.
This
hashtags.
This is when I realized hashtags matter.
Oh no, it's crazy. You look, if you hashtag pussy protection program, only I pop up.
PPP.
Yep, only I pop up.
Yeah.
Nothing else pops up. So it's to the point now that I gotta brand it. Like people like, nah, bro, you gotta really do something with that because
you got patent that.
That's your thing. That's your niche right there. Nobody can mess with that. Yeah.
It's staple. The first thing when I first clicked it, I didn't know what, like you said, hashtags matter. I didn't know what it was going to do. It was a dog chasing a cat around a yard or somebody like what's the name of them things that you have in the front of your door? Them door answer systems. A ring system.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
had
caught a dog chasing a cat, and the dog came out and protected the cat or something, and it was like hashtag pussy protection program, and I was like, what? It's a cat. I was like, oh, I'm about to take this to the next level. So basically, my organization is centered around allowing thoughts to be thoughts and giving them protection.
Praise God. Hey, that's something I can get down with, brother.
Let her be a hoe.
Run to.
Let her be a hoe.
Yeah,
You
like,
don't protect the that. Let the that. You know.
no, they need protection because people blame them. You know, some of the most respectful women I ever met in my life are thoughts because I believe in
Bruh,
thoughts.
that's what I.
She
Yo,
she done had sex with everybody, but she don't have no children. So what is the
what I
Isn't
thought?
that
tell them about
something?
nurses.
Isn't that something?
No, but what is the thought? That's where I would get. That's the next question. What is the thought? Because then I meet a girl who's
Step
bad as
like
a
what the
motherfucker,
fuck?
but she got 3 baby fathers from 3 different neighborhoods. They all on some you go over there, you don't know who you gonna meet.
But
You
she a
might meet
Bro, I
nurse.
said this six
grown.
By the
shows
way,
ago,
hey Hood, but she a
man.
nurse.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
nurses. I
Them
told them
CNAs,
nurses was.
man. Them CNAs, man. I'm telling you,
Oh
yo.
man.
Them CNAs, man. You
Hey,
know, be
boy,
able to.
hey. Be gone.
I'm telling you, they need
Look,
protection though. So my
we ain't gonna get you in
organization,
trouble. We ain't gonna get you in trouble. We still need to get you to the wedding, man. We still need to get you
yeah,
to the
no,
wedding, man.
she know who she engaged to, man. That's what the problem is. That's why she acting crazy.
And see, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. You know,
I
that's
was
what's up.
there when
Like
she met me.
people be judging these comedians, right? And they be like, I wonder if what they wife think. Shit, they wife know. Look, fucking Gary Owens' wife knew who the fuck she was marrying.
Yeah,
You know, Dave Chappelle Asian wife knew what the fuck she was marrying. She
Yeah,
was
I'm about to
marrying.
say, people be acting like women ain't attracted to that. Like that goofiness and all those, man, they love that jump, man.
Facts. Women love
Everybody love
jokes.
to laugh. Love having a smile on their face, man.
Well, what's up, Janae? Janae toning
That's
in
how
from
I
the
got all.
UK.
Tuning in from
That's how I got my women, making them laugh. It damn
Okay.
sure wasn't looks. That's make, you know what I mean?
He's like, why you think I married him? But damn sure it wasn't for his looks, it's for his laughs.
hey, nah, you beard fishing. You was out here beard fishing. That lace
Look,
front beard.
he'll go home. He's like, we'll hang it up,
she got messing
I
with
go
me.
home, wash it off my face.
you know. Step just gonna rip the chin patch off and just hang it up
The
in the
Beijing. Y'all
Stop
burned up
playing.
on that bed though.
air. You know. Just be like, just go ahead, just hit the Mr. Rogers, just go in the house, just hang it up, just hang it up. I'm gonna use that.
That's hilarious. And we got one more topic to get to, right? Or is that
Yeah, we got one more topic,
okay?
and that is the actual topic. The topic of the night is working together and how to hold your circle accountable, right? So, how did I come up with this topic? You know, we have a circle, right? And there are people who have circles that see their friends do some real fucked up shit. And motherfuckers just be like, oh, well, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, yo, nah, bro, no. If you see your man's hitting on this girl, nigga, you better slap the shit out your homie, stuff. Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just you gotta hold these niggas accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's just
CJ, You see him beating her, you might hold him off and tell her to run,
Yeah.
but you don't dare try to get in the middle of that, brother. You talking about slapping him? Now you in the fight. Now you in jail.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
hey,
Hold on.
listen,
You gonna be
Mom,
hold on. You gonna be in
yeah.
county. You gonna be down there in county, sitting up there getting your number taken. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
While he back with his girl, they done made up. They kissing
She
and
gonna be
hugging.
right back
But
with
yeah,
him.
I can't believe that nigga trying to break up what we got. This
You
nigga
got
trying
a
to give me what we had.
You got a point.
I'm telling you, bro, don't do it.
No, you absolutely right. That is a valid good point. It's a valid good point. But you know, just holding your circle, um, holding your circle accountable is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that could be anything. Holding these niggas accountable. So, what does it mean to you, Step? When not cheating, homie, isn't my business. I mean, It isn't my business, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit there and just act like, you know what I'm saying, my homie is just like downright just slapping the shit out of his woman every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
No, but no, in all seriousness, marriage is a thing I take seriously, right? Whether it's my marriage or someone else's. So if you're my friend, if you're a friend of mine and you're cheating on your wife, you're probably not a friend of mine. That's just serious. Like and vice versa.
That's facts.
Especially I'm friends with you, and then by way I become friends with your wife. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like now you put me in a position where I got a lot of this woman, like or every time I come around her, that's in the back of my mind. I might slip up and say something like, "Oh, so how was your weekend in Miami or some shit like that?" Nigga, I was supposed to be in the conference in St. Augustine.
And that be the crazy part is, especially when they don't give you the heads up though. They be, his wife call you, be like, "Hey CJ, have you say stop?" I was like, no, what's up? She's like, "Oh, he said he was at your house." I was like, "Oh, let me see if he downstairs." Since she already know I'm lying.
I told
you. Already know I'm lying now,
I gave you the word, the clue. I winked twice.
Yeah,
and
I take marriage seriously. You know what I'm saying? If I find out you cheating on your wife, we're gonna have issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I do think men do need to start holding men accountable for everything. Like, nigga, you know your homeboy ain't seen his son in 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. That's not acceptable.
That part.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy y'all said that because I had the wildest scenarios come about holding people accountable lately. I got a lot of friends in jail, as most of us would have in these urban environments. And now I found that I'm their best friend because I got a job. We ain't committed crime together. We ain't did nothing together. I ain't so co-defendant. I ain't never stole a car with you. I ain't never robbed nobody with you. I ain't did none of that with you. But now I gotta send you money for the crime that you did. It wasn't even with me.
Be like, "Hey, look, man, you know how we used to chop it up back in the day, brother."
Yeah. My girl heard this shit
slabs together.
My girl heard it this morning, and she said, "Why do they keep calling you asking you to send them money in jail?" She was like,
"They see you at the White House with the suits on, man."
Bruh. Nothing to do with them, and I'm like,
"Hey, listen. Then now you got the dreads and the beard. You think you Black Jesus, but you don't want to get down with the people no more."
No.
Wow.
That's how they turn on you.
Yeah. But see, and then they get into a situation where, he ain't for the homies, or he ain't really for the struggle. Like, this the struggle you normally put yourself in. That's the thing to get me.
Like, nigga, you robbing a bank was the struggle, nigga.
Accountable. I got relatives in my family that never asked me for nothing. My family just came. My brother-in-law, my stepbrother, just came home. He did 35 years. The last time I saw him, I was 8. He like 50 now. He just came home. He never asked me for a dime, but my friends are different. And I think it's crazy because they don't take advice from their parents. And then a lot of these young dudes don't realize they was born to older parents. If you wasn't in a unique situation where your mother had you young, which a lot of people encounter. So when you do get yourself in those situations, unfortunately, a lot of their parents is passing on while they getting these stretches of 15, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Their parents is literally dying. They're not even being able to attend the funerals. So the only people they know to reach back out to is the people that they was hanging with and they left in the streets. So when they call their little buddies they was hanging with tough that was in the life with them, they ain't got nothing to give them. So then you hear, "Oh, cuz got a job right here, he work here." Oh, and then they calling your phone. For the first time ever, I'm considering changing my number. Because it's a lot of people who got this number, had this number since I was 21. I'm 34 now. It's a lot of people who have this number. I just be getting calls from the feds like I was friends with niggas. I'm like, I don't even talk to them. What, they wrote my name on the wall?
Here's my motto.
Hey, nigga wrote your name on the bathroom wall?
I do not answer collect calls.
Call Mr. Hood for help.
Listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. I do not answer collect calls.
Yeah, because I just
You
spoke
have
to
you
him
have
on.
reached you've been called from the state county click. Nope.
No. I got time. I got time on my phone for my niggas. So I get it, but like, yeah, it. But listen, they found out you got that good job. You understand me? They found out you working that good job.
It.
You working down there at the White House with them white folks. You
They
get good
seen him.
money. It
They
wasn't
seen him in
super
the
work. They
suit.
like, oh buddy,
They
Mr.
seen
Hood.
they
Time
seen
to
him
get
in
back to the community.
They seen my
Yeah,
man in Armani suit with the beard shaped up and the dreads all locked and whatever.
Yeah, it was
They
like,
go, man,
oh,
let me
it's
know.
like, damn,
Real quick.
he don't even wear Stacey Adams suits no more. That nigga, he got real money.
Just moved on up. You know what I'm
the
saying?
Steve Harvey suits and shit.
Yeah.
Nah. So we got to change that though. They need to hold themselves accountable because the older generation they didn't ask for nothing. They took whatever they did on the chin, and they just worked with the situation that they was in. But this new generation is more dependent. So I never seen. So I'm gonna call it this. I'm gonna title it this. I never seen so many independent gangsters, but need the help of everybody on the outside type people in my life. So it's sort of like I'm doing time with them. They not my children. Like if
Well,
my son does something, I send my son money. I'm responsible for that. I say that. I wouldn't put that responsibility on his friends. But your friends ain't responsible for when you go to jail for robbing a liquor store that you didn't give me no liquor from. If we
I
was
agree.
in all fairness, if they did give you liquor, that still wouldn't be a fair exchange.
no, I took something from the deal, but in these situations where you just went out there, defied your home training, defied your family, brought
Gave up your
defied
freedom.
home training, brought shame to your family name, because that's all these niggas got, and they don't realize that though. Your last name is all you got. If you don't make it something, that's solely on you. That's solely on you. Because that's your real name. Your first name is the name you're given, but your surname or your last name is what you trying to extend. So when I pass that to my children, I gotta make it something to be passed to. So I have high expectation for my children because my name means something, because I made it something.
Can I say something real quick? Just
Yes,
rebuttal that. And you, like, I'm glad you said that. I got to make my name something, right? Because us in our communities, a lot of times our name isn't our name. That's a slave name, right? So that name really don't be meaning shit half the time, right?
Yeah.
So, like you said, you got to make it mean something. Like if your father was a stand-up guy, and now I wear his name, no, oh man, I can't let him down. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have the same mindset. But a lot of cats, they put no respect on their name because they don't have no relationship with their fathers.
Yeah. But when you do that, you need to own up to what you bring into your name.
That's facts. No, absolute facts. No, that's facts.
So when they go to these jails and they got this street name, oh, that's such and such a son, that's such and such a daughter. There's such and such a need to be able to be such and such a beyond the streets. Because where the places I go at, your street cred don't mean nothing. And I'm trying to figure out how to break that tie between the street credibility I had into this new world that I need to be in. The world that wants me there. The world that's gonna pay my bills, that's gonna provide for these children, gonna pay their college tuitions. I need to learn how to be accepted in that world and get from under that entanglement that I gained from the streets.
You want to know what happened? You want to know what happened with street credibility? Street credibility died when that era of the OGs giving the young bloods $1 or $2. Get something from the store, little man. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, you graduate or you do something good in school, the neighborhood hear it. The OG like, man, I heard you got straight A's in this semester. Here go $20, man. Proud of you. Keep doing your thing, man. Stay in school. You ain't got that shit no more.
But the OGs is not OGs today. You know what I'm saying? They not grown. They still living in, you know what I mean? Like they grown by, like they 28 and something, they 30, but inside they still 18 and 19. They still living their life like, yo, I see 30-year-olds calling 18-year-olds big bro. it's so weird. Yo, what's up, boss? What's up, big bro?
Hell
Like,
nah.
yo, it's like it's weird out here, man. You know,
Well,
so
Look,
a lot of times you'll see that happening because that person has currency. And at some point, I'm going to ask you for some currency. At some point, I'm going to ask you for some money.
that's not how it works in the city. Hey, hood, you can attest to this. You know, you see me on the streets, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? It's what up, bruh? Or what up, big homie? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it ain't no what up, big bro. Like, nah.
Nah,
I'm not
nah.
calling a stranger in the streets big bro. You're not my big
But
bro.
yeah, I will admit, bro, I never in my life do that. Like,
Yeah.
I've called a nigga big dog because the nigga was big. The nigga was huge. Like, hey, excuse me, big dog. Let me get through.
Big
Nigga was
dog,
cute.
yeah.
Niggas out here calling skinny niggas big dog. I'm like,
Hey, you call skinny nigga slim? No, you call big nigga slim. You call big nigga slim. That's what we do here.
you're looking for Slim. You're looking at him.
they like
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. You can't
Hey,
call
you
this-
cannot convince me Mr. Hood is not at a college campus. He is at Howard, walking around.
I'm not at college campus.
Hey, he got on a backpack and everything. Boy, you is not a Harvard student.
This is not a backpack. What are you
Man,
telling me?
what you got on, man? Tell him, show the fit, man. Show the fit.
This is
Come
no
on.
face.
This is a satchel.
No
No
face.
satchel.
what
know
the
what?
shirt say? Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It
Come
was
on.
crazy. My friend Janae was
Come on.
just.
He said, "Oh no."
I don't gotta flip the camera.
So my friend Janae was just having a conversation about this the other day, about the bags and stuff that guys wear now. She asked me would I wear a fanny pack across my chest. So I was like, I said, what? What are you talking about? She said, would you wear a fanny pack across your chest? And I said, what does that mean? Don't fanny packs go across your waist? And she was like, no, I mean, like a fanny pack, it goes across your chest. It's like, who the fuck does that shit? I never understood it. I never heard of it a day in my life. Then she pulled it up on H&M. She pulled up the North Face one. She pulled up the Coach fanny pack for the men across the chest. I was like, I mean, I guess,
But what goes in the pack? Was it some stacks, some money,
wallet,
some chapstick?
the wallet, the chapstick, the essentials, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I get it, but just hand me a book bag. I'll be okay. Just hand me a book bag. I'll be okay. It's like I don't know. I think that's it was crazy to me. This is the first time hearing this. The fanny pack across the chest, and I had to visualize it in my head until she showed me. I was like, oh, so it's like a satchel.
Yeah, that's what that's that fashion men's Fashion Nova men's Fashion Nova style they got going on, man.
I was confused.
Hey, you know he was like a men's Fashion Nova model. Put him back on the big screen.
Hey, y'all have to see Mr. Hood's Instagram though. If you talk, my man is just straight out model. My man got like 5 Instagram pictures in different suits. I'm like slick down and everything, man. I'm like, well, nah, look, that is true. He do be in the White House and in the Congress buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My man be fresh to death. You know what I'm saying? You having the locks and the buns sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what he be doing. That's what he be doing, man. Then his homies call him up from jail. Be like, hey, man, I seen you in the White House, man. See if Biden get me out of here, champ.
Let me hold some, man. Put some on
Let
my
me
comments,
hold some.
on my books.
Get me pardoned.
Be like, let me hold some. That be broke nigga's favorite line, man. Let me hold some.
Hey, tell me that ain't Black Jesus. Tell me that ain't Black Jesus.
Yeah, I am Black Jesus. You know I'm Black Jesus.
So yeah,
You know I'm Black Jesus.
if y'all haven't seen Mr. Hood, just go. Hey, Mr. Hood, how can they find you on social media, my guy?
I'm Mr. Hood, Mr. Hood _ on Instagram, and my radio station page is International Hood because I just finally got my passport for my birthday, and I finally went to Dominican Republic and went to an island, so now I'm international.
Hey, okay.
So you went to the
Hey,
hood
what
in
we talking
the
about,
Dominican
dog?
Republic. You went to the hood of Dominican Republic. What was that like? You ain't get snatched up, did you?
Bruh, I'm right here right now. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm right here right now. This how vicious Dominican Republic was. I went there with me and my girl, and just I met the dude whose birthday is today. This my man right here. This my man Poe. It's his birthday today.
What up,
What's up,
bro?
man?
How
What's
y'all
good?
doing? How y'all
They
doing?
said what was my experience in the Dominican Republic.
Oh nah, yeah. What happened to Dion said, Dion? We had a motherfucking ball though. I tell you that.
Oh,
We
yeah.
was doing a little bit of everything.
Look, I had
That's
so much of a
nice.
good
That's
time.
nice.
What's up, Mo? I had so much of a good time. I'm up here in New Jersey for his birthday. That's how much of a good time I had. I stole a golf cart because we was at a resort. I stole a golf cart and picked up everybody I met in the resort, including him. They was
See,
like,
you can't take niggas nowhere. You
Yeah,
can't.
you can't take DC niggas nowhere.
bruh, I'm telling them that.
DC
My girl
niggas the only niggas I know that was still anything with wheels on it. DC niggas still that shit, yo. I'm telling you.
My girl mad at me talking about something. Why would you steal a go-kart? They gonna put us out. I said, we on a resort. Where the fuck am I gonna
DC,
go?
baby.
Where am I gonna
DC,
go?
baby.
Where am I gonna go? It's only a resort. Where am I gonna go? They not gonna let me
I'm
leave
from
with this
DC,
motherfucker.
baby. Shit, you know. I used to say niggas always steal Langston golf carts, yo.
Man, I stole a golf cart. I gambled inside with some foreign money, but you know American money best, so the casino only deal in foreign money. But the only thing I do like about international stuff that I came back and had to tell everybody in America was America doesn't believe in all inclusive. But when they say all inclusive, they really mean it.
Yeah.
Everything is free.
That's why
Everything.
I tell people. That's why I tell people if you're gonna go, if you're gonna stay, out of states for a week, get all inclusive. Get all inclusive. It'll be well worth it. You get the mini bar, you get the restaurant, you get unlimited drinks, you get shuttle services, shit like that. That's just where it's at. That's the life.
Yeah, it is. It's so much different than anything I ever experienced in America because everything here is about the dollar and they charge you for everything. Service, this, that, and the third. When I went there, Slim, I didn't even know that type of life existed. I feel weird eating food and not paying. I was tipping these people. They was like, nah, you don't supposed to tip us. I'm like, nah, man, keep that shit. I feel bad. You realize I took my order, had to go back there and get it, come back, and for free? Nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool at all.
But man, hey, man, AD, man, it's been a pleasure, man. I know you on vacation and shit. I appreciate you taking the time out of your vacation schedule to join us today, man.
Nah, this definitely was a ball, man. Like I guarantee you, I'm definitely gonna spread the word about y'all, man, because y'all got a unique blend that make conversation easy, and it's hard to find. Because I had a little experience with a radio station. That's how I got them little few podcast things I did do, and a lot of people make it different. I mean, difficult. So it's hard to find a cohesive group of people that can talk and not talk over each other and all that. Like all that stuff goes into the formula of success, though. So y'all on the road, believe it or not, though, like y'all really got a lot more advanced than a lot of people who call themselves really being in this industry. Like I'm telling you.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
You know what's funny? There's a lot of people, people who we have on this platform, as special guests. They always tell us all the time, when I'm on radio, it's nothing like this. It's like very comfortable. It's like, man, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we gonna have a schedule, but we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to talk shit. We want to talk out shit. You know what I'm saying?
I jumped in there with y'all, and I ain't feel at ease or overwhelmed or nothing. Like we talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good environment, and it's virtual, but still, this the personalities.
Thank you, man.
It blend well. You know what I'm saying? You got the strong points, and everybody know what they supposed to do. So that's always unique. No bull.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I appreciate you, man. Definitely spread the word, man. You know what it is. Guys, this all we have for you today. Make sure you guys tune into us. Make sure you guys tune into us every Saturday on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and officially Twitch now, and on YouTube at the BKE Podcast. Show us live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. Make sure that you guys follow, give a nigga a like, give us a shout out, give us a shout out whenever you can, man. Next week. Next week we're gonna have another special guest. I'll let you guys know that throughout the week. And Step, anything else you'd like to add?
Oh no, man! This has been a great show, man. It's good to be back. Like I said, I missed y'all. Missed the people in the comments, the chat. Y'all the realists. This was fun, man. Mr. Hood, man, I'm following you. I'm following you on IG, my brother.
I'm gonna follow you back too. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you back.
Most
And
definitely.
I'm definitely gonna start to spread the word about y'all. And I'm gonna see if we can link up something where we do like a joint podcast with my little show or whatever. We can probably come get y'all out in the streets, do some interviews or something, or do some virtual shit. So we gonna definitely work out. Cause I'm gonna let my street talk people know that somebody reached out
I'm in the city, so you know what it is.
early.
In case anybody from the Georgia, Florida area is watching this, August 7th, be on the lookout. I'm doing my comedy special. August 7th, look out for tickets. All right.
Is this gonna be virtual?
I gotta get on this interview.
It's gonna be person.
You said when?
Oh, August 7th.
August 7th. All right, I might have to fly down there.
Ooh, that's gonna be a big deal, boy.
Hey Trez,
Okay.
hey Trez, might have to fly
Yeah.
down there and host a live episode. You know what I'm saying? Down there in his neck of the woods, man. You might have to go to Jacksonville, baby.
I will put y'all up.
Uh-huh.
Put y'all boys up. That's what's up.
All right, that's what's up, man. Well, you guys know what it is, man. I'm CJ. This is Step, and this is Trez. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, man, and we'll see y'all when y'all see y'all. Peace.